Well, good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we got an interesting project here today. We're going to be trenching in some tile. I was working on a tile hole down here, and like a lot of tile holes, turned into a bigger job than we thought it was going to. So tile hole was right here, dug it up, it was a good tile there. Had water coming, but it was not leaving. So a neighbor of ours has a tiling business and he has a locator. We shoved the locator in the tile, found where it was plugged, which was down there, and now I'll show you that. So we had good tile to right here, which it's kind of sloughed in now, you can't see it. Water was flowing, and then we found the plug tile. So we dug that up, and then the tile just stopped. It just ended. There was no connections, no nothing. So like all this water was trying to come this way and it had nowhere to go. So we're like, what do we do now? Our only option was really to find a good tile and hook into it, so that's what we're gonna do. So we found an old tile map and we kind of knew where the tiles were at. We located a good one. It's another 6-inch clay, but it was nice and clean, flowing good. We're gonna try and get this job fixed. We'll get this tile fixed. Got the old Davis Roadrunner. This is my grandpa Phil. He has this old trencher. We figured this was going to be easier than trying to dig it in with the backhoe, plus less risk of crushing it after we start driving on it. So I'm going to take the Mini and dig up a little bit more of this clay tile so we can make our connections.
that to happen. I gotta dig a little bit of this out.
Making our connection here down into the good tile. Dug some of this out. He's gonna back the trencher in. I think I'm gonna go turn the pump on real quick because this drains into a pond and we're getting some water coming back up. So I'm gonna run over there, turn that on real quick. Looks like I got a tree to pick up. So this is one of our drainage pumps. The tile drains into this pond and then we pump it out. So it's actually not very high, but I can see that the outlet is underwater. So I'll fire this thing up and get this thing drained. Have to remember to come shut it off pretty quick. It's supposed to be automatic. It's got electrodes that when the water hits the top one, it turns on. When it gets below the bottom one, it turns off. But it hasn't been working for a couple years and we just haven't taken the time to fix it. So need to remember to shut that off in probably about half hour maybe. Getting real technical now. We got the laser set up, checking grade. Trenched a little bit to make sure our 5-inch tile was going to fit. We weren't exactly sure, but I think we're going to be all right. So making sure we're going the right direction here. Now I want to make a disclaimer here before we get too far ahead of things. None of us are professionals. We don't exactly know what we're doing. My grandpa is the experienced one here. He used to have a trencher back in the day, so he's put a fair amount of tile in. But it's all old school stuff. We don't have any fancy technology. The laser is pretty fancy. So we're not professionals. If you see us doing something wrong, it's probably because we are doing something wrong. And it's okay if you want to correct us. Just be nice, you know? We're not pros. We're just having a good time. So I'm gonna grab a roll of tile here, run it down there. We're gonna try and feed it in as he makes the trench. That way we don't have to worry about it caving in on us. And see if we can get this done.
Put out into the ditch. And then before I put this back in,
I'd dig after, that way you don't get any dirt in it.
Grandma's gonna owe us.
Yeah.
Should have worn my boots.
Let's see where the water table's at. shut you off. Well, right or wrong, we're going for it.
You got plenty of fall.
Yeah. First casualty, blown hydraulic hose.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
We almost made it.
Up here too.
Well, I'm gonna go get a hydraulic hose made. He noticed that it stopped wanting to move, so we think it's like completely out of hydraulic oil. And it was puking oil out of there pretty good, so I think it's time to change it. All right, we're back. We got our hose fixed. I guess we're ready to go again.
They give you guys an account up there.
No, we bought it from Brett.
Oh. I thought we had a running long enough that
Well, I got numbers.
right here.
Well, we did it. We got her trenched in. We had one little hiccup here. I had dug a hole right here looking for a tile and I forgot about it. And when he hit that spot, the back of the tractor sunk. So we got a low spot in the tile right here. We're gonna have to dig that up and try and raise it because the tile dips down real bad. So we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna hop in the Mini and backfill from the bad spot going down, and we'll get a little bit closer. We're gonna let things dry out. We got some water up there that needs to drain. We'll just let that kind of run and dry out. We'll have to come back and dig up that spot where we sunk, and then we'll have to fix this original tile hole up here. But had a pretty successful day. Went about how I thought it was gonna go. I figured it wouldn't go perfectly smoothly. Had a couple little hiccups, but not too bad. I'm gonna move on to some other things for now, and we'll be back probably tomorrow or something to finish up this job. And we're back. It's a couple days later. Let things dry out. I got to finish this job here. So I got basically 4 things I need to do. I need to dig up that spot where we sunk and try and level that tile out as best I can. Need to finish up my connection down there, fill that in. Need to make a connection up here, fill that in, and then fix the original tile hole. So let's get to work. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, since we kind of got this all screwed up, is it's high here, high there, and low there. I'm gonna cut this tile out probably as far back as I can and lay a new piece in kind of along the outside to keep it on a good base, because this is just a swamp now. It's gonna sink. And I got a good base over here, so I'll dig this out with a shovel and see if I can stick a new piece in here. All right. Let's see if I can get this in here. Gotta clean that out better. Be a little crooked, but at least it'll be closer to on grade. All right, let's see if it fits. Come on. Ah, perfect. Sweet. I like it. It's a little wavy, but at least I got a good base over there. All right, got that done and backfilled, making my connection up here. I just wanted to show you guys this to show you how I make a connection. Not sure if this is right, but there's probably a million different ways to do this. So we got a 4-inch clay going into a 5-inch plastic. I just butt it up together, and then I cut a piece like this, slip it over the top like so, get it down there nice and tight, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of plastic, lay it over here like this, and then I'm going to take some of these clay bats and lay it all around here so it stays tight, cover that up with dirt, and that should be a good connection. Got my connections made, got that all backfilled. Last thing I got to do is fix the original tile hole. That should have been fixed a long time ago, but that's all I got left. I need to go find some 4-inch tile. This is 4-inch right here, and I've only got 5 and 6 in the field with me right now, so see if I can go find some. Gonna have to clean up this trench a little bit. It kind of crushed the clay in there, but should be easy. Throw some tile in, connect it, backfill it, and this project will be done. Found some 4-inch tile in the barn, so that was good. Didn't have to go anywhere and pick any up. Where is the end? There's an end. See if we can stretch it out here without getting tangled up and get it stuck in there. Come on. Roll around. I need both my hands. Got the trench cleaned out, gonna lay a tile in here. There's a lot of water coming through here still. I thought it would have dried up by now, leaving it sit for a couple days, but it must have been holding a lot of water back. I'm really hoping this tile goes around up to that corner of the field, because there's a wet spot up there that seems like it never dries out. So I'm hoping by fixing this, it'll solve that problem, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I ran out of plastic and I was about to drive home to get more, and then I remembered I got all these AMS bags at the farm. That'll work perfect. We're recycling today. this end's done. Now I can just lay it in here. Get the other end done. And we are golden. All right, time to cover up our mistakes. We are done with this project. That is a good feeling. It's this is about one of the last fields we have to plant, so I was kind of hustling to get it done. We're getting down to about 200 acres, so this is about it. 20 acres in this field, but needed to get this project done first. So a little bit bigger project than I thought it was going to be when I started it, but that's okay. We had the technology, we got her done. I am extremely happy with the Lugong so far. This thing is so smooth, so quiet. It's just, oh, I love it so much. It's fun to operate, it's comfortable. It's awesome. I don't know if I showed you or not, but I already tore up my bucket. I think I showed you. I welded the pin in and it bent. I just noticed these are starting to bend now, so I don't know how long this is going to remain a tilting bucket. We might just cut the top off and make it a fixed bucket, because I don't necessarily have to have a tilting bucket. It's just nice once in a while, and it does, you can probably see it in the video when you're running it, it does wobble side to side, which didn't really cause me too much trouble so far, but I don't know. Anyways, that's it for this project. I'm going to move on to the next one because I got some more work to do. So like I said earlier in the video, if it looks like we did something wrong, it's probably because we did do something wrong. But we're not professionals. We got the job done. We got water flowing in the right direction, so I'm happy. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.